Rain, 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 rain all day. Two spruce right out here in the front yard. There's the F350 that's about to be replaced by the Ram 5500, and the Vermeer that's about to be replaced by a bigger Vermeer. These two cedar clusters are coming out. The tops are already dead. So there's actually a third cluster in the back. We're gonna take all of this out. I'm gonna do my best to keep this camera lens clean. I'm gonna keep this rag with me and keep trying to clean the lens off. Cause man, that friggin' water ruins a shot. Okay, well into it now. There's this little well, this is like 4 stems here. But this first piece is ready to come out. Headache! So let's see if I can untangle this mess. Pull this out of the tree. It's all tangled in there. That's gonna hang for a minute until I cut the rest of the branches around it. A lot of people were saying when they hear this electric chainsaw, they say the best chainsaw is a chainsaw. Oh, that's funny. It is nice, but pulling one of those all day to start it, this really isn't necessary when you got an electric saw. Okay, still working through this. Go ahead. They're just gonna pull that out of there. There it goes. There's the top. I wear my harness a little differently. I put my jacket over the top of it just to keep my harness fresh, because you know, if I'm climbing every day, I don't want to have just a nasty soaked harness. So I just put my jacket over the top of it, and it keeps it dry for the most part. So it's over. Just one button at the top. The cool thing about these is that they're cedar. Cedar's really soft, so it cuts really easy. There's another piece. Headache! Go fast cutting. And I'm kind of just working on each side of this to get the limbs on all corners or all sides. Trees don't have corners, but all sides of these, just limit them out, just kind of swinging around as I go up. You know, I'm wearing this big jacket on me, and I'm covered by the tree, so I'm not getting rained on right now, and now I'm building up a lot of heat. Like, whew. I might just take this jacket off and just, because it's hot, like I'm sweating, you know. The idea is to stay dry, and here I am sweating underneath the jacket, so it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, so like I said before, I'm just kind of staying on this one stem, going around, swinging around, changing hands. You don't always have to cut with your main hand. Switch over to your other hand. That way I can get a lot more reach. For the most part, I use both hands when I'm cutting. 9 times out of 10. But if I'm going, you know, just to reach out a little bit laterally, I'll use just one hand. But I'm going back to 2. Like, I have a really good habit of using both hands. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta use one. I know it's not a approved practice to one-hand a saw, but you know, in reality, we're going to. This is what we have to do. Look at that, grab my saw, you see that? Fight that sucker. This is not delicate work. It takes a lot to be good at it. You know, like a lot of fight. If I would have just been like weak and lazy and not paying attention, that would just rip the saw out of my hand. But I'm in it, you know, mentally in it, physically in it, focused. Oh, that's already cut. Another thing is that saw control. This saw is in my hands, like it's an extension of my body. When you use it a lot, okay. Here's a bunch right here that are. These peel hardcore, so you really should do undercuts to try to get them to pop off and move them. Otherwise, they'll hang and twist, they turn, and then they pinch your bar. When you're working with different types of wood, there is different ways of cutting the limbs. Some more on this side to grab. I'm not going to spend too much time videoing each tree because there's so many trees today. I'll probably stop here and maybe get some more video at the top. Here, let me show you what I was talking about with these cedar limbs. How they, if you don't cut them the right way, they just hang. I'll let these guys get out of the way real quick. Oh, we got some wind now kicking up. See this branch pushing this way. Hit. So I'll just cut it from the top. Watch this just hang. Look at that. You see how it's just hanging by like the thinnest little bit here? Just the skin of the bark. It's just hanging there. I could literally peel it off and drop it, but they'll do that if you don't do the undercuts on these. So check it out. Hit. If I do my undercut, then I can get them to just come right off. If I don't do that, they'll hang. They'll just hang there, like this. That bark, it's just barely hanging on. But I prefer for them to come right off immediately, in most cases in this situation. Okay, so I'm getting to the top of these three. This little piece is ready, I can push it out, so let me just face cut it and I'll send it out. And then this piece is getting close too, and then I'll just be on this main stem. So here goes this piece. This, of course it's gonna hang because of all the limbs above, but that's okay. We'll just fight it out of there. Come on, there it goes. There's the first top. Look how wiggly that thing is. Like a noodle. Okay. I'll go a little higher and then I'll push this one out. The wind's pushing towards me out here where I kind of don't want it to go. I'd rather be out here towards the house because I have all the space here, but just gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so this second top here, I'm gonna push it out and then we're gonna put a rope in this piece. It's got a back lean on it. I don't like how this tree's starting to look going up it. It doesn't give me a lot of confidence climbing above that. So I'm gonna put a rope in it and we'll send the top down here. At this point, when I start getting higher up in the tree and things starting to become a little more risky, I slow down 5%. That's what I tell myself mentally. Like, I need to work with a sense of urgency, but I tell myself, let's slow down 5%. I'll make it just a, you know, that much better of a judgment call, make better decisions. Wind's pushing hard. As soon as I went to go cut this, big old gust of wind started pushing. But I can actually push it out here into this tree. It's gonna be fine. It's a small top. I'll try to push it out where I want it to go, but I should be able to. Let me show you. Get rid of that so you can see what's going on. That should be good, and then there it goes. Shoop! Planted it. I'm always trying to replant trees, you know. I remove the ones that need to come out, but I try to replant them too. Just kidding. I was waiting for a reaction from the ground guys saying, dude, you planted it. I'm like, I know. A couple of these little stems out so that I can clear my tree here. That is right next to my rope. I'm gonna cut it down here. See ya. Flat. Let me check the camera. I've been doing this the whole time. I've been not showing you on camera, but I take this rag, wipe off the lens, put it back on my belt. It's the things that we do to try to give you guys the entertainment, you know, let you see what's going on. Alright, I'll cut it here. Give me some pull! Okay. Snipe the top so it doesn't stall. Right, ready? There she goes. There's the top. You know what? I appreciate you guys if you would hit that like button on these videos. It'll share the content out with more people on YouTube, which would be neat. I would really enjoy that. It encourages me to keep making videos too, so please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That's also super helpful. Next tree, we got this other cedar right next to us. And then as you can see right behind me, let me check the camera lens here. As you can see right behind me here, the tops on these cedars are dead, so I'm probably gonna deal with those too. But this one's coming out, look at the top. Dead out, dead top. All the limbs are starting to turn brown. So that one's coming out. Same exact situation with this one, still 3 tops. This one's got 2 tops. I might fall those since I got more space here now. They will reach the edge of the house, so I'd have to be careful doing that, but we'll see. I'm gonna fill it out, see what it looks like. And then the last part, well, there's a couple more trees over there behind this cedar, but then there's these 2 spruce right out here. There's they're dead tops in them. You see they're completely orange, brown tops. Those 2 have to come out as well. Quite a bit more work to do here. Pretty close. Let's try this side. That was flat. This tree's moving the whole time. That's why it looks like it's kind of hard for me to cut through it, because the tree's, you know, countering me here. And here's a pretty good sized top right here, a piece of wood. It's probably like 8 feet, so let's see if I can get it to be flat. That was flat. And you notice I'm just cutting right through, straight through cuts. Just because I don't need to face cut them. I know I can get it right through it and just push them over. I'm not doing 20-foot tops here. No, nothing I can't handle by pushing. All right, next pieces. There's one there. Scoot over to this side. Send this piece. I'm gonna go a little higher on this because it's leaning towards me. Yeah, sitting back on my saw already, so I gotta really push it. There it goes. That's flat. And then this piece right above me here. I'm down to one last light here on my saw. So one battery for all of this tree minus some of the wood here, because I'll probably run out soon. Let's cut this piece. Flat. He's getting the next saw ready. Look at him down there. Yeah, dance with that saw. Why don't I'm thinking of like Duke Nukem right now for some reason, or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna fall all three of these. They will all reach the house, so they have to go here in this gap. But I got a rope in this one because it's back leaning. I'm gonna use my pull line or my climb line on this one just because we just need a little tug on it. It's just a little bit of convincing. And this one's already got just a hair lean forward. If I need to, I can wedge it, but we're gonna just cut them down because I don't have to cut up the wood on this job. I just needed to chip the limbs. So we'll just, however the wood comes down is how it's gonna stay. Oh, look, I might have to fall them in tree because they come down to one base and I need to cut these separately. All right, so I'm gonna fall 3 of these away from the house because that will destroy the roof. But the first one here I don't have a line in because it should go. I feel like it will go, so I'll just fall it like regular. Still more. That'll be good. Huge face cut. I need it to go forward, so here we go, back cut. Pick them up a little bit on my harness. I'm roped into to the top behind it, not to what I'm cutting, in case anybody's worried. Alright, here she goes. Get away from my flip line right here. I need that bar to go all the way through and it's kind of blocking me. There it goes. There's one piece. Now let's deal with the next two. Face cut. I'm gonna just stay on this tree. I prefer that over this soft, this slippery top of this tree right here. There we go. 3 for 3. Of course, imagine not being 3 for 3. That'd be a bad day. We got Eric on the 500 here, 500i, just low cutting that. I need to get a good push on this from the backside so it doesn't go backwards on me. There it goes. And this wobbly thing, this thing is noodly. I think what I might do is pull this stem over with my climb line, just face cut and send that forward one, and then cut this pair at the bottom at the same time since I already have a rope in it. 2 at a time. It's pouring now. You can probably look off and see how kind of gray it is in the air because that's all rain. I'm soaked. There it goes. Okay, so that one's next. Same size tree. I have to go all the way back down though and start over. I don't think I can swing over there. That sucker was coming at you.